Saturday afternoon it happened. Her SUV's growl rumbled closer, gravel shaking. I set my coffee down, leaned back, and watched. Lisa, hair perfect, shades on, led a convoy, minivan and sedan behind her, HOA lackeys in tow. She didn't slow, revving harder, aiming for my gate like always. Then, bam! Her bumper hit steel and the gate didn't budge. A metallic crunch echoed as her SUV crumpled, airbags popping like fireworks. Tires hit the spikes, pop, 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 shredding rubber. Her car sagged, hissing. The minivan swerved into a ditch. The sedan skidded to a stop. Dust settled like battlefield smoke. Lisa stumbled out, coughing, furious. "What did you do?" she screamed, pointing like I'd burned her castle down. I stayed calm on my porch. "Stopped you from trespassing," I said. My dogs barked, tails stiff. "This is illegal!" she shrieked. "You warned me," I replied. "I warned you. Cameras caught it all." I pointed to the tiny security cams blinking red on the posts. Her face paled. Neighbors gathered, phones out, chuckling. "Queen's lost her crown," one muttered, and laughter spread. The sheriff rolled up, lights flashing. Lisa ran to him. "He set a trap." "He could have killed us!" The sheriff looked at me. "True?" "Private property," I said. "She's been trespassing. Check the footage." The crowd cheered. Lisa's jaw dropped, her power crumbling. I tapped her wrecked SUV. "Shortcuts closed, Lisa." The crowd roared, phones recording her defeat. The fallout was swift. Court tossed the HOA's claims, fined Lisa for trespassing and harassment, and ordered them to pay for my gate. The footage went viral. Memes of HOA Lisa versus the gate everywhere. Neighbors turned on her, spilling years of her bullying. The HOA crumbled, board members quit, funds drained. Lisa slunk away, her reign over. My ranch? Peaceful at last. No more SUVs, just birds and breeze. My gate stood tall, a reminder. Some lines don't bend. I'd built more than a gate, I'd built respect. So, what's your gate? What line are you defending? Drop it in the comments. And if you love this, hit subscribe. More battles and sweet revenge are coming. I double-checked the county records. No easements, no HOA control. My gate was mine. Still, that letter felt like a declaration of war. Lisa wasn't just some rude driver, she was out to break me. And after 30 years building houses, I knew one thing. A structure's only as strong as the man defending it. Lisa thought she could bully me with paperwork and horsepower. She was about to learn I don't break easy. By month's end, my peaceful ranch was a battlefield. Lisa wasn't just using my gate, she was flaunting it. It started with a couple drives a week, her tires chewing my gravel, dust choking my porch. Then she got bold. Afternoon runs, late-night cruises. I'd be feeding my horses, and her headlights would cut through the dark, gate swinging like a cheap screen door. One Sunday, I parked my old Ford pickup across the gate, figuring she'd have to face me. I sat on the tailgate, sipping coffee, waiting. Sure enough, here came her SUV. She slowed, leaned out, and grinned. "You're wasting your time," she said. "This road's for everyone." "No, ma'am," I replied. "It's mine." "Deed says so." Her shades gleamed. "You can't block community access." "It's illegal." "Illegal?" I nearly spilled my coffee. I'd checked the records. She was bluffing, but she sold it like a pro. "Turn around," I said. "Move your truck," she shot back. We stared each other down. Finally, she peeled out, gravel flying. I thought I'd won. Nope. Next day, I came home to find my gate flattened. Posts snapped, hinges twisted. Fresh tire tracks cut through my field. Lisa had leveled up, and she wasn't alone. I started spotting other HOA cars, a blue minivan with a Willow Creek Proud sticker, a gray sedan with a board member's nameplate, rolling through like they owned it. I tried talking sense one evening, marching to the HOA office, a snooty brick building. Lisa sat at a desk piled with binders, looking at me like I'd tracked mud on her floor. "We need to talk," I said. "Oh, good," she replied, all sugar and venom. "About your fines?" "What fines?" She slid a paper over. "Violations for unapproved structures and blocking easements. Total, $3,000. "You're nuts," I said. "I'm not in your HOA." Her smile sharpened. "Every property here follows our charter." "That's a lie," I snapped. "County says I'm outside your lines." She leaned back, nails tapping. "Boundaries bend for community good." "Not mine," I said. That was when I knew. This wasn't a spat. It was a siege. The breaking point came at midnight. A crash woke me, wood splintering, tires screeching. I grabbed my flashlight, slung my shotgun over my shoulder, more for show than anything, and ran out. My gate was rubble. Lisa's SUV taillights faded, but she wasn't alone. 2 other HOA cars followed, their drivers hooting like kids at a joyride. I shouted, but they didn't stop. They were claiming my land. Next morning, I went to the sheriff. The deputy chewed a toothpick and shrugged. No video, no proof. It's your word against hers. And Lisa's got pull, so no help there. I drove home, knuckles white on the wheel. If the law wouldn't help, I'd handle it myself. That night, as I hammered a new gate together, Lisa rolled up. You're wasting time, she said, stepping out. We'll keep driving through. I stood, sweat dripping. You think you own me? This is my land. I'll defend it. Her smile was ice. We're voting to remove your gate tomorrow. With or without you, I leaned in. You've got your board, Lisa. I've got a plan. Her eyes flickered. Doubt, maybe, before she drove off. At my kitchen table, I sketched ideas. Wood wasn't enough. I needed something unbreakable, something that'd stop her cold. Steel, spikes, a trap. I laughed, low and mean. Lisa thought she was playing a game. She was about to lose. I woke before dawn, my mind clear as glass. Lisa and her HOA cronies thought they had me beat, but I'm a builder. 30 years of raising houses, fixing beams, pouring concrete that laughs at storms. I could damn well build a gate to stop Lisa. But this wouldn't just stop her. It'd teach her a lesson. I started with steel beams from an old demolition job, heavy as sin. Posts, 6-foot steel sunk into concrete with rebar cages, each one able to take a tank hit. I welded crossbars and hidden supports, turning it into a fortress disguised as my old oak gate. Then the fun part, shallow trenches past the gate filled with steel spikes set in concrete covered with gravel. Rammed through, gate holds, tires pop. I worked nights, lantern glowing, dogs watching like they knew war was coming. Neighbors slowed to stare. Fixing the gate again? One asked. Upgrading, I grinned. Word reached Lisa. 3 days in, her SUV idled past my property line, her watching me through tinted windows, phone out. I kept welding, sparks flying. She yelled, "You can't stop progress." "No," I called back, "but I can stop you." She laughed and peeled out. My buddy Tom, a grizzled rancher, stopped by. "You're poking a bear," he warned. "She's got the sheriff on speed dial." "Then I'll make sure this doesn't backfire," I said. We finished the gate together, bolts tight, welds perfect. It looked like the old one, but it was a beast. By day 5, the trap was ready. The gate swung smooth, locked into steel brackets. Spikes hid under gravel. To anyone else, it was just a gate. To me, justice. That evening, I sat on my porch, blisters throbbing, heart steady. Lisa thought she could bully me. Tomorrow, she'd learn some walls don't budge. The crack of splitting wood ain't exactly the morning wake-up call a man dreams of before his coffee. But there it was. My ranch gate creaking like an old war veteran as Lisa's gleaming black SUV tore through it like she was queen of the county. To her, my land wasn't mine. It was her personal shortcut. No wave, no apology, just her speeding past, fancy sunglasses perched on her nose like she ruled the world. First time I figured it was a mix-up. Second time I thought she was poking at me. By the third, I knew she was throwing down a challenge. And let me tell you, I'm not the guy who backs down from a dare, especially on my own dirt. Lisa had no clue, but while she was playing neighborhood royalty, I was cooking up a trap she'd never see coming. Before we dig in, drop a comment with where you're reading from and what time it is there. When I bought this ranch, I was chasing peace. Big open skies, cows munching grass at sunrise, and a wooden gate that shut with a solid thud every night. After 30 years hauling lumber, breathing construction dust, and dodging HOA rules about mailbox colors, I wanted quiet. My ranch sat just outside Willow Creek. A fancy subdivision with an HOA that had more rules than a prison handbook. Good thing my deed kept me free of their nonsense. No dues, no clipboard crusaders, no answering to their boss. My gate, a sturdy oak frame I built myself with iron hinges, marked the line between my freedom and their control. It was my stand, and I was damn proud of it. Barely a month in, I met her. Lisa, with her sleek brunette ponytail, oversized shades, and a shiny SUV sporting a Willow Creek HOA pride sticker. She rolled up, lowered her window just enough, and flashed a smile colder than a winter creek. "Nice place," she said. "Thanks," I shot back. Then, without another word, she gunned it, smashing through my closed gate. Hinges groaned, oak scraped gravel, and before I could blink, she was tearing across my field, kicking up dust like she was racing to a throne. I stood there, jaw dropped. Maybe she's lost, I thought. Maybe her GPS glitched. But that smug half-wave in her rearview mirror? That told me this was no accident. I spent that evening fixing the gate, grumbling to myself, reinforced the hinges, dug the posts deeper. I chalked it up to bad manners and hoped it was a one-off. Spoiler, it wasn't. A week later, that same SUV rumble woke me. I peeked out just in time to see Lisa barreling over the hill, not even tapping the brakes. She hit my gate like it was a speed bump, splintering wood flying everywhere. I ran to the porch, waving my arms. "Hey, that's private property," I hollered. Her reply? A laugh, sharp as a tack. "Community right of way," she yelled, vanishing down the road. "Community right of way?" My blood boiled. I'd read my deed 100 times. No easements, no shared roads, nothing. But she said it like it was gospel. That night at the feed store, I mentioned her to some locals. 2 old-timers shook their heads, one spitting sunflower seeds into a cup. "You got Lisa driving through your place?" he asked. "Yep," I said. "Good luck," the other chimed in. "She runs that HOA like her own kingdom. Been bullying folks for years. Best let her be. Let her be? Let her wreck my gate every week? Not a chance in hell. The 3rd time I caught her red-handed. I was stacking firewood when I heard her tires crunching gravel. I dropped the logs and marched out. There she was, revving her SUV right at my gate. She saw me and smirked. "You should keep this open," she called through her window. "This is my gate, my land," I snapped. "You're trespassing." She tilted her head, lips curling like she smelled something bad. "Don't be selfish. This road saves me 10 minutes. It's for the community." "Community?" I laughed, but it wasn't funny. "Lady, this is trespassing. You're wrecking my property." Her smirk didn't budge. "You're new. You don't get it. The HOA makes the rules here." Then she floored it, dust coating my boots as she plowed through. I fixed the gate again, but it wasn't just about wood anymore. It was about respect. Every splinter felt like a slap. Worse, other HOA folks started copying her. I'd see their cars, fancy sedans with HOA decals, cruising through my land like it was a public park. They'd wave at each other, even at me, like I was just the hired help. Then came the letter. Tucked in my mailbox, all official with Willow Creek HOA letterhead. Violation notice, unsightly structure. Your gate does not meet community standards. Remove it or face fines. I nearly choked laughing. I wasn't even in their HOA. My land was separate, paid for mine. But there it was, a demand to tear down the gate they kept smashing.